Every time we come here, it brings back memories. Same for you, right? Yep. We've been through a lot together, for you and me. Oh yeah, you remember that time, you know, that one time? When we had that big fight? That's the one. It's easily the biggest bust-up we've ever had. All the years I've known you, nothing else has come close. It was bad, alright. I'm just glad we made up afterwards. You know, there's such a big argument. Don't remember what it was about. We were really young. It was probably just some silly kid thing. You're probably right. Hey, Shulk. Did you ever think about it? About maybe bringing it up, I mean? Of course. I think about it sometimes. If they never had that argument, I don't think we'd be friends now. That's what I was thinking. They might have said some pretty harsh things to each other, but it was worth it, right? It's why we're such good mates now. Yep, it was definitely worth it. You know, it's funny how we think alike sometimes. I figured you were still angry. Nah, not anymore. But I do got on my nerves a bit back then. You were just too clever, man. You got under my skin. And I thought you were just this big dumb brute. Hey, I guess what we were arguing about. Yeah, that sounds about right. But after all the fighting, we came out stronger. And we learned about each other. You know, I don't say it's enough. Thanks, Ryan. I couldn't ask for a better friend. No problem, Shulk. And remember, you don't have to hold back. You can call me a big dumb brute anytime you like. I'll take it on the chin. You're a dumbass. On that note though, hey everyone, welcome back to a heartwarming episode of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Last time, we came back here to the colony as the General of the Homs, and we got a few things done. Now our Dunban is up and running again. This time, we are going to go on and onwards and upwards, and since we haven't done heart-to-hearts in a while, we thought let's make up for lost time. And how about we get in one more with the lovely Lady Charlotte. What visions may bring.
Hey Shulk, what's it like being able to see the future?
It's kind of hard to explain. If I had to describe it, it's like being made to watch a dream.
A dream, huh? That's one strange power.
Tell me, Charlotte, what do you think of my power?
I still don't quite believe it.
What? All this time and you still don't believe me?
No, that's not what I meant at all.
What did you mean then?
It's just such an unbelievable thing. Even as I think about it now, I can't fathom how you can do it.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Actually, I kind of feel the same way. Maybe I'll never understand it. Charlotte, if you could have one vision of the future, what art would you want to see?
Juju getting married.
That's what you want to see?
Hey, it's my vision and it can be anything I want. Don't you have any brothers or sisters you want to know about?
No, I'm an only child.
Then you don't know how much I worry about little Juju. If Juju ends up with the wrong girl, I'll be devastated.
Oh, I didn't think of that. I'm sorry, that sounds important.
I'm very protective of him. Not long after we were born, we lost both our parents. I became like a mother to him.
I'm slightly jealous of Juju. I wish I had someone like you looking out for food for me. From the highest of highs to the lowest of lows. Yep, those two achievements we got back to back. Essentially, the best outcome for a heart-to-heart and the worst outcome for a heart-to-heart. But again, no, like I mentioned, doesn't matter what you pick, you are going to get a net positive affinity, despite how things got. And I'm going to say this, Sharla? Like really? Your biggest thing is Juju getting married? Honey, not to judge, but that ain't gonna happen. Like, ever. Ever! Anyway, let's move on. And before we go on, I just want to make note, the freight elevator going back to the central pit is gone. And same thing for the ether mine. The central pit is closed. You can still have access to the ether mine, mind you. But, yep, the central pit is pretty much a no-go. So, rest in peace, central pit, I suppose. But now, let's head onward and upward. Before anything else, I just want to note of a couple of things. First off, Dunban's skill trees. I just want to have a quick check. He prioritizes in agility, a counterattack, and block rate. Naturally, you want to go for agility because Dunban's quickness is his best trait.
Yep.
And also a fun little thing about this area that we're in now. Ever since the scenario with Metal Face occurred, this area is always going to be raining. The only way in which you can change this weather pattern is if you die or if you advance the story. Otherwise, here on the Bionis leg, it's always going to be raining. So it's a good time for you to take advantage of some things in the Bionis leg, but you don't have to do that for quite a while. But trust me, we will make note of something where it is very worth your time. But for now, let's dodge this floating cloud and pick up a turtle.
They made the nebula so much brighter.
So it's less of an eyesore to see. What's not an eyesore though is what's coming up next. If you think that these areas to this point have been lookers, trust me, this game just keeps on topping itself.
I hope you can see me.
I've never seen anywhere like this.
You see? This is why I've been saying you need to get out of the lab every now and then. We're aiming to get inside the Bionis. We can get to the upper regions from there.
Wow. I've never thought about going inside the Bionis.
The closer we get to the top, the more monster trouble we're gonna run into. The only things that venture this far in are the Nopon merchants and curious types like me.
You really know all the fun spots, eh, Dixon?
You want to get to the top? Then this is the only way.
We'll push on, no matter what.
That's the spirit, Shulk.
Welcome to one of the most serene places in the entire game, Satorl Marsh. Dude, this environment is amazing. Very colourful, very vibrant, and just very relaxing. And you know what the best part is? If going on the anatomy of the Bionis right now, currently we're on the arse. We are on the derriere. And speaking of derriere, there's a pain in ours right now. Marsh flammies. These are, again, nothing different to what the flammies in which we've seen prior, except just boosted stats and just more heavy hitting. Still though, not a problem all the same.
I could open the chest before we finished the animation. That was cool.
What else is cool? Another vision. 5 lemon stones should be enough. We have to take them to Zazadan as quickly as possible. Seems like we can't even go one step in this arse before getting visions. But you know what? I'm gonna be quiet and let you listen to a fantastic soundtrack.
Everyone, look. It's a group of Nopon.
Ah, some Nopon merchants.
What do you think they're up to?
They must be here for a reason. Let's go and ask them.
Good idea.
I don't know what it is, but this song just gives off the vibrancy of like classic Disney films, in which it's meant to be relaxing, and if you really look at it, the imagery of this also represents like classic scenes from Disney films, like Bambi, The Fox and the Hound. I don't know what it is, just a serene forest like this just always stick out. Oh no, a bit of nostalgia there for a second. And not to mention we get an achievement, Seasoned Traveller, which again is just simply go places and explore. Now here is a little bit of a vision, I guess. So this is a wool rock. 3 of them who would be warm indeed. So man, do you want a blanket or something? I don't know. Either way though, despite the cutscene telling you that, you know, you talk to the Nopon merchants, this is not needed. But however, I would recommend taking this side quest if you are a fan of narrative and challenges. Well, mostly this Nopon, who dumb man is showing off his kung fu moves to go with the Nopon bounce. Oh, somebody help! Bakoko need help! Bakoko!
This man tried to attack me.
Oh! Ignas took Bakoko's friend Katja. If no one saves Katja, Ignas eat her. That is indeed a problem. Katja is a scholar who knows lots about the legends of this place. Bakoko think Ignas take Katja for information. They now know it'll catch straight away, but Bakoko's still worried.
This is serious. But what could Ignis possibly hope to learn from him?
It must be about that big secret, but Bakoko no very much.
An important secret. Sounds fascinating. But his safety is the top priority.
Ignis took Katja to Exile Fortress. Will you save Katja?
I could have sworn Katja was a female.
Yeah, can I say that I thought so too? That's awkward. For this entire time, I thought the Nopon friend in this side quest was a female.
I thought there was a female Nopon that was here at some point, though.
Possibly. Is it right next to it?
I think that's just a generic Nopon.
Hopefully. Need to find key to open back door. Now this is a side quest in which I love especially, but we'll also take on the generic quests in which we'll take on haphazardly fans will show when briefly on screen. all done and dusted. If you want to, not a merchant right there, shows you want wares or swords, but I think we'll be okay. A little thing going forward, you guys might wonder how come we're not like visiting shops or anything that much. Most of the time, you really don't need to buy things from the shops. Most of the time, you can do good on your own. All monsters drop the same, if not better gear. So it really is worth your time to again explore and just fight things. It's like this world has a ton to offer. Who would have thought? Speaking of a lot to offer, murder time. Another vision apparently from killing one monster.
She wants us to collect 3 white brog livers. Can you really eat these things?
That's morbid.
Yeah.
Achievement unlocked. Let's go everyone, simply for getting a certain amount of first start divinity success rates.
Beside that are dun bands.
Yeah, most likely is the former.
Ah, there's dun bands.
Attack me if you dare. We're getting achievements left, right, and center. We're getting sport for choice. Now, Dumbman's murder quote has been satisfied. Again, I just want to just take in a glimpse of all this. Just like how we've got multiple colors and how luminescent everything is. How can this not be a looker? Again, someone at Monolith decided, how about we have the ass of the creature be one of the most beautiful?
Yeah.
It's so backwards, but yet the execution is such a sight to behold. And it's starting to go to better, however, the Definitive Edition now going on. One thing that I will say ahead of time, with the monsters here, you want to have some kind of sleep resists. Because a lot of creatures in here, including nebulas and new enemies in which we have not encountered yet. Again, just want to put you to sleep. And again, in a serene environment like this, I'd love to sleep here.
Yeah.
Just camp out in the stars. It'd be lovely. Oh. Oh, man. I'm sorry, but that is a gorgeous sight.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, guys, this is still a blind playthrough of this Definitive Edition, but this looks just downright gorgeous.
I wonder what caused it to do that. Is it like a new weather pattern or something?
This might be the Mist variant. If I had to hazard a guess, this is probably the Mist variant. This area variant, it doesn't have rain, it doesn't have thunderstorms or anything like that. It has normal, daytime, nighttime, and mist. This is just what I'm going to assume the mist looks like. I'm sorry that we're stopping the episode abruptly just to gush, but Jesus Christ, this looks good.
Yeah.
Oh man. I ain't got anything to say except Monolith. Jesus, you guys have just done wonders with this environment. I didn't think you could get better, but holy hell.
Yeah, good job, guys.
And look at that there. I've said this a few times about certain video games in the past, but how can this not be classed like video game as an art form? Sorry, just wanted to just take that in. And Dumbman is definitely taking it in because now he kung fu'd the mist away. Apparently.
Yeah, it must be the fog of this area.
Mist, be gone! Haha, my kung fu moves. Even so, though, without the mist, it still looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Monolith, enough can't be stated.
I didn't think I'd be able to love Satorl Marsh Knight even more, but guess what? You've proven me wrong.
And you know, and just to have a bit of credence of how much we love the marsh, we actually have a poster in our living room, and we've given it glow-in-the-dark paint. Because we just love this environment that much. We'll probably have to put it here on screen if we can. But now, as we go up, we have a new enemy type, Fighter Ignas. These are the most, I guess you just want to say, intelligent enemies we've seen thus far. If you look at one of their models, they have a shield. Basically, they can deflect our attacks and they can mitigate damage. Not to mention, the Ignas have different types. There's fighters and there's Aethers. I'll let you guess in which one favours which type of attack format. In a nutshell though, not only do they have type variants, but they also specialise in multiple hit attacks, as you saw from combos. And that's not even the biggest part of their archetype. But we're going to get into that when we have an opportunity to come across. As such, we'll just look at the goddamn visuals. Because it's so goddamn pretty. I don't mean to gush so much, but man.
How can you not with this?
It just looks so awesome. And just so you know guys, the enemies here, they are docile. They are not going to attack you unless you attack it. And to be honest, it'd be a good idea if you didn't.
Yeah.
Because they would maul you. I don't think Dunban's a tasty snack. Although compared to Shoku, who's skinny and Charlotte's skinny, it would be advantageous. But I think though, guys, we are gonna call things there. I apologize if this wasn't heavily based on content. We just got lost in the visuals, man. It was awesome. That said though, guys, again, we're gonna call things there. So next episode, well, we're going through more of the marsh and taking in the sights to see. Because this isn't even the best part of the marsh. Not even close. Anyway though, thank you very much for watching. If you love this site, which I'm pretty sure you do, please like the video. If you don't like it, well then, you can go to another time and you can dwell in that area. Don't worry, we'll get to that too. But if you want to subscribe to see more content, more visuals like this, and just more gushing about Xenoblade, let us know in the comments, guys. And also subscribe, I guess, with all that jazz. Until then, guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.